What is going on? I'm Zedmont. It is a long weekend, but for those of you out there who it's not a long weekend, I came across some good stuff in Warships, so I figured, you know what? Let's upload a video. So this is my secondary warship. My main is in mid to high 22. We're going to focus on this one though, because it has been a slog. I have finally got the tech that I've been chasing. We are going to go through that negative node, and I believe, yeah, we're going to go through and get negative building health. That might be the wrong answer. Most people probably getting that negative building damage, but whatever, it's 10%. We're going to get Bullit. We are going to unlock him. We are going to max him. And we are going to use him with some Seeker buddies. Now, our barrage is at tick 3, which means we're not going to be getting rid of buildings. Shock launchers at tick 4, all of those standard key saving spots. Now, do we have any GBE? Let's check our gunboat back here. We do have 50%. We can see, I don't know where it is. It's somewhere along this path right next to GBE. There you go. So, I also don't have that remote defib maxed. We are going to do some Seeker hits. These are my first Seeker hits with Bullit of the season. I've done a couple where I've sent in one boat of heavies, 2 boats of rocket choppers, cleared some extra GBE, and then sent in Seekers, and it has been a train wreck. I've also seen a couple of these hits against me, so I have the basic understanding of how this goes. But we're just going to do it live, so there's going to be some screw-ups, there's going to be some oopsies, and that's going to be part of the fun of this video, I think. People have generally been clearing my base. Haven't really paid a lot of attention to this account, to be completely honest, but need to get back in there. So we're going to have to shock this one. Bullit's going to need to get back around that shock launcher area. We can't shock that hot pot, which is going to be a problem, so maybe I send Bullit to, the machine gun, that right-hand side machine gun, and then taunt as he walks out. I really, really don't know. This is going to be interesting. Interesting at its best. Yes, don't really have a clue, because that shock mine right next to that flamethrower is going to be my biggest nemesis, I assume. So let's just, without further ado, let's get going. I am going to throw a barrage about there. I think that should be around the right spot. And then once, I don't even know when to drop these things is the next problem. I also didn't check what level my flare's at. Seems like it's at a decent level. Our first boat of Seekers is going to be that mine clearing squad. We are going to throw a pink zombie group about there. They are going to follow that flare, which is going to be super duper greatness. And now we are in for a world of pain. Need to get all of the Bullit out there, getting Bullit to carry on, keeping on taunting, and we have already screwed up in a giant fashion. Are we going to get more than one engine room? That is debatable. Bullit did get a last second taunt. That is going to help us get that one engine room down, and we are going to fizzle in a big way. So first lesson with using Seekers and Bullit, we needed to check our flare level. I think my flares are probably tick 3 is my guess. We picked up a win, though, just by sheer luck of the draw. Where is our flare? Flare is at tick 4. Okay, so maybe I overemphasized that. Barrage, you know what? Just need to get Bullit going. Don't know when to drop him as part of the problem. Also, I'm not sure if I should have gone from that left-hand side. You can also clear with Seekers from that right-hand wall as well. Need to look a little bit more careful. We're leaving that in here, folks. This video might just be me losing all of the battles or having crappy Seeker hits. So all of those mines there, but like we talked about last time, we can come from this beach and just wrap it. I don't know exactly which engine rooms our Seekers are going to go to because they did change how they path a little bit. But Let's see here. Is there a shock mine behind there? No. Is there a shock mine behind there? No. So overall, this looks reasonable-ish. Yep. Okay, so how are we gonna clear all of those mines? We're gonna go something like, there's so many shock mines to clear, and I don't think I can use 2 barrages. I think that's way too many GBE. We're gonna give it a shot though, and I'm just gonna flare. We're gonna flare back onto there, and we're just gonna wait until Bullit gets to that corner, and as soon as he gets to that corner, we'll get more stuff happening. Until then, we're just gonna hang out, and then he gets to the corner, we get our Seekers out that are gonna clear all of our mines, and then we're flaring again, gonna start to throw some smokes, start to throw those pink zombie dudes, which in theory should clear all of that as Bullit wanders on through. You know what? Let's throw a shock on that hot pot, and now we should be clear to shock all of the things and just walk through this, I think. All of our Seekers are just going to keep moving. Bullit's going to stand there. That hot pot's going to focus in on Bullit, and now Bullit should be absolutely gold. And this person doesn't have shock launchers, which means, excuse me, that I am going to keep coughing and hacking and wheezing. Let's throw that back there. We're out of the range of the hot pot, and we basically blew that as bad as we possibly could, and I think we're still gonna get all the engine rooms, maybe. Those critters are just eating up our Seekers though, so I managed to fizzle on a base that does not have shock launchers. So Tom, what do you got for us? Is Tom gonna walk through our entire base? Nope, he's definitely not. We have picked up yet another win. We don't have rocket launchers. If you have to choose, it's a tough call. Rocket launchers, shock launchers, either one is decent. Now, I am kind of surprised by this. I'll be completely honest here. Seeker players are just walking through bases in 22, in 23, in 24. They're just crushing it. So my first 2 hits at Seekers, not so good. Now, should I have watched some replays? Yeah, that's probably a good start, but we're still winning, so we're just going to keep moving forwards. Their shock launcher is down there. Probably want to send Bullit to flare on that boom cannon is my best guess, and then our Seekers will just kind of like spread away from the shock launchers. That's my best hope anyways, and again, we're going to use... Let's just double check where those shock launchers range to. So we're going to throw our first smoke as Bullit gets past that brain, not firing on all cylinders. We are going to throw a barrage about there, trying to clear some mines, and Bullit is wandering along. Our timing was fairly good. I think that corner seems like a decent time, and now we're going to flare back there, get all the rest of our Seekers out. Uh-oh, I remember when I said I was going to throw that flare? Yeah, didn't do so great on that one. And now we're going to drop it on top of that boom cannon, throwing one more smoke. Bullit going to be popping out here in a second. A little bit late, it appears. Where is Bullit? Where even is Bullit? Did my flare expire? It looks like maybe it did. So making all of the mistakes yet again, but now we've got Bullit in a decent spot. Probably should have cleared even more of those mines in behind, and we are just watching all of our Seekers get absolutely lamb-basted. I mean, we're not doing terribly, but this is not enough engine rooms, folks. This is not going to be able to rank us up. Sorry, can't mute, don't have button. Screwing things up, coughing like crazy still. Okay, so Big John, Big Papa, I don't know why I was going to call you Big Papa. Looks like they are going to clear us. And I'll be honest, if someone only has rocket launchers or only has shock launchers, you should clear them every single time if you have bombardiers. Now, another alternative here would be for me to use a boat of bombardiers to collect some GBE, clear some things out, but that's no fun. We are going to keep going. I'm going to do 2 more battles, and we need to get a full... I don't think we've even got a full clear without shock launchers yet. Much to be discovered. So hopefully this is actually not just entertaining, but also educational, because I assumed I was just going to absolutely crush some noobs, and we've screwed up. So yes, Seeker hits definitely require some coordination, definitely require some timing, and I have gotten neither so far. I mean, I knew exactly where to throw the smoke and didn't throw the smoke. So screwing things up a little tiny bit. Now our barrage should be able to clear that shock mine that's underneath that sky shield, but we need to execute. Yeah, we're going up this ramp. This ramp just feels better in all circumstances. I'm going to go to there. We're going to throw a barrage about there. And then this time, as Bullet passes that right there, we're going to throw our proper smoke. Now, we don't have to be super duper tight on our smokes, but we do need some smokes. Now, I am going to throw a smoke about there. We are going to throw that pink zombie crew and get all of our dudes underneath there. And now getting where the heck is Bullet. Bullet again hitting a shock mine. It does appear. So making all of them. There's Bullet. Taunt all that stuff for us, Mr. Bullet Man. And now maybe we're going to move him over into here. Hit taunt one more time. And just watch our troops get absolutely roasted. I was going to say lambasted. We already used that phrase, though. So Bullet taunting, decent spot. Shock launcher, critter launchers. Just not great on my part. So definitely the shock mines underneath the sky shields are my weakness. It feels like we should have been able to get underneath there with our... You know what I'm missing here? That's what I'm missing. That would make it far, far, far better. We are going to go back to the beginning, my friends. We are going to get those riflemen, and we are going to max those puppies up. Max level riflemen are not going to just melt to mines. We're probably still going to lose, but now I have 1 fewer excuses. So if you're running Bullet with those beautiful, beautiful Seeker dudes, going back and getting rifles going to be helpful in a big, big way. Is this tech tree one you want to follow? No, I would not be doing this. My other account, by the way, has 185 keys. I think I'm 1 chest from heavy choppas. I've got that and that. I think I'm 1 chest from heavy choppas, so consider subscribing if you want to see some heavy choppa love. And do note, there is building health, building damage there, and building damage there. Probably going to go building health there, building damage there. Good stuff after 7. Should be able to absolutely stomp 6s. But again, gonna get crushed by Seekers in 7 as well. Weird juggling this season for sure. Shock launcher. This person, do you really not have any shock mines? Okay, this is the one. This is the one we've all been waiting for. There's a boom mine there, don't care. We can walk through all of this stuff. Only 1 mine to clear there. 1 mine to clear there. And if we get Bullet, I think I'm going to flare on the cannon. I think the cannon is probably the right answer. Or maybe even the machine gun. That'll give a bit more separation. That there, hot pot should still range. We're just going to do it. We're just going to do it live. Don't have to throw any smokes up that whole left-hand wall or right-hand wall or whatever the heck we're calling that. And now flaring. I'm going to flare him into there. I am going to throw a barrage about there just because I don't want him hitting that mine. And then as he gets to that corner, we're going to flare. What did I decide on? Machine gun maybe? There goes all of our group. Oh, remember when I said that we had a plan? Apparently we found a mine that I hadn't marked or something like that. We're going to throw that in about there. We're going to throw a shock about there, and then just getting Bullet onto that gosh darned machine gun. There we go. We have got all of the things going. I'm going to throw a shock back there because I don't want to deal with all of the critter launchers. Bullet taunting all of the things. Need to get one more taunt. There it is. And now I see a shock mine back there. That is not a great thing for us to be seeing right about now. But pink zombie dudes, Bullet, where is your taunt, my friend? You're not really helping us out. There we go. Come on, Bullet. Hit that taunt. Out late. Did not come out when I would have hoped it to, but we still have the slimmest of slim chances, and we're just not gonna get it. So again, Seekers, there's a lot of learning curve here, and there's a huge issue where there's a lot of fizzles on my part. Blade J probably gonna walk through our base. Yes, indeed. They've got a bunch of troops left, got a shock left, but our shock launcher might just save the day. It's gonna be very, very tight. We have 2 shock launchers and a boom cannon. I kind of doubt that's gonna be enough for us to pick up the win, but that boom cannon picking them off one by stinking little one. This is gonna be very, very tight. As soon as that goes down, they're probably gonna get another shock. If they are smart, they're gonna... Oh, they did not flare. You gotta flare that boom cannon, my friend. That is gonna be... Are you throwing smokes? Yeah, you're throwing smokes. I don't know. It's gonna be very, very, very tight. Yeah, you had to... Nope. That's a weird flare, my friend. That is not the right choice. We picked up the win by the slimmest of margins. My Seeker skills are weak. And I kind of feel like that is a huge eye-opener. I just kept assuming that if I went and got Seekers on my main account, I could have crushed everyone. Kept considering it. Oh, and of course now we get the anti-Seeker base. Awesome. What are we going to do here? Let's go something like this. Can I do something like this? Where can we go here? 1, 2, 3... how can we get all of these engine rooms? Well, you know what? I'm kind of tempted just to go full Seekers anyways, but that would be a terrible idea in many, many reasons, but we're not here for that. We're just going to keep going. We are going to send Bullet all the way back into there. We're going to throw one boat here, one boat here, one boat over there, and I hate critter launchers. Did I mention that yet? I absolutely detest critter launchers, especially this season. It is crazy just how effective critter launchers are. I'm going to keep going back onto that engine room because I don't really have a plan. Otherwise, Bullet's going to taunt. We're going to drop all of these Seekers back over here and just hoping and praying that we can somehow do something back in this neighborhood. I told you it was going to be ugly. It definitely was, but we still have the slimmest of slim margins thanks to that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pink zombie crew and our good friend, the taunt. So getting onto those final couple engine rooms, we might actually pull off a Seeker win somehow, some way through all of those ridiculous engine rooms. All of the bases that I have seen get Seekered are the clump bases, and we managed to walk through the spread out base. Like, that just makes zero sense to me at all. But at least we can leave on what is probably going to be a win. They are at 2 minutes 7 seconds. Decent hit by the looks of things. They sent all of their rocket choppas in, and they are going to get all of our engine rooms, but it's not going to be fast enough, my friends, simply because we are an absolute beast, probably the best Seeker player to ever play in this particular video. So one of the top 2 hottest dudes in the room. Please tell me someone gets Flight of the Conchord references. Regardless, we'll do one more hit just because we're already here and we're on a 3-game win streak with terrible attacks. I feel like I'm supposed to be telling you guys that Seekers take a lot of skill and practice and coordination, but then I'm still winning with them. Some magical way, some magical how. Shock mine behind there. No shock mines. So if we can get Bullet onto maybe the cannon. I feel like this is going to be too close, whereas that might be better. That might make the shock launcher key in on him, but we're going to flare this engine room first. Maybe we flare the shock launcher first. I need him to distract that hot pot. Okay. I told you this is going to be... And we're going to come from this left-hand side here. This looks far, far, far easier. So that is what we're going to deal with. We are going to send Bullet along here. I am going to flare him to mid-ground. I am going to barrage all of this junk along this side. And then as we get close to there, I am going to flare onto there. I am going to get all of the rest of my Seekers out. We're going to throw a smoke there, and a smoke there, and a smoke there. And then just clearing all of that stuff. And now let's get a shock out and a taunt out and get Bullet moving, because that gosh darn... Oh, never mind. Bullet is still doing decently well, simply because of the fact that I managed to hit those shock mines with the other stuff. There comes our taunt. I think as the rest of our stuff moves away from Bullet, Bullet gets that next taunt out exactly where I was hoping to place him, and now we just hope and pray that I can pull this off by having Bullet in the right spot for once in my gosh darned life. Come on, Bullet, taunt all the things. Come on, Seekers, get that engine room down. We finally took down a clump base in the ugliest of fashion. I am going to leave you right there. Maybe you want to go Seekers. I just don't know if it's the right call. Longer term, probably not. They are very, very, very strong. They are not great if you don't have instant training. And as you saw, there's a bit of a learning curve. I'm going to go watch some Seeker hits. Do let me know in the comments if you want to see some proper good ones after I actually figure out what I'm doing wrong here. Also, if you are a Seeker god, I know there are some of you out there. Please do comment on my hits. Let me know what I'm doing wrong here. Mixing in barrage and remote defib and using your flares and trying to get Bullet to taunt things. There's a lot of things going on during an attack, and oh, we're on a win streak on a boss battle. We can't leave yet. This is the last. No, this is like the last one. If we win, we're in 20. Hooray! If we lose, we are done. There's no other options. They don't have shock launchers. That should be great for us, but they do have at least 2 shock mines, 3 shock mines underneath that gosh darned sky shield. So they've got a bunch of stuff on that left ramp, which I would love to use, but we're going to use the right ramp instead. Do you have a shock mine hidden behind that cannon? No. Behind the shock launch? No. Okay, so no shock mines that are super duper obvious. I am going to get Bullet going. We're going to flare and barrage, and this is going to cost a few extra smokes, but shouldn't be a big deal, I don't think. We're just going to have to keep flaring, though. And now that our Seekers are out, that one smoke was way too early. Not ideal under any circumstances, but this is the key bit right here. As those gosh darned pink zombie dudes, you know what? I did not even see that engine room. I am a complete and utter dum-dum. I also just used up all of my gunboat energy. Thankfully, Bullet actually destroyed something, because otherwise we were gonna get utterly pitted. Come on, dudes. Need you to get an engine room here. Bullet needs a taunt. There is the taunt. Just absolutely dumb on my part. Like, that was beyond dumb. I did not notice that engine room. We have a couple Seekers left. We've got so many of our opponents' critters eating up our Seekers. Bullet is trying to stand in there, and we are going to fizzle because I am a complete and utter failure at this game. That was crazy that I didn't even clue in to that engine room down there. Our opponent already beat us. Maybe we can actually show you a good Seeker hit by watching theirs. Womp, womp, womp. Oh well, not the end of the world. As you saw there, I'm getting against Jeffy. My name is Jeff. Yeah, that I shouldn't do impressions. I know. What do they got? They got Bullet. Yeah, they're using the left ramp. Whoa, that is an early Seeker. They got critters too. Of course you've got critters too. Those Seekers were sent, I think, way too early, but they managed to get there and kept Bullet alive, and we got crushed. But thank you, Jeffy, for showing us the way, because I can't believe how early you dropped those left-hand side Seekers, but they just cleared the mines, and my base is very vulnerable on that left-hand side to Seekers. As you saw there, this bottom ramp, not as easy. So if you want to stop Seekers, do force them to take that bottom ramp. That's it, though. I'm Zedmont. We'll be in 20 soon. Also, we'll have heavy choppas soon, hopefully in 23 plus soon. I shall talk to you soon. Happy long weekend to those of you who are still celebrating. I'm Zedmont. Thanks for coming in. By the way, don't forget, I don't know if I mentioned this at the start. Code Zedmont in the shop. Very helpful in every single Supercell game. Like, share, subscribe, get those Boom Pass missions down. By the way, one of you was asking, how do we know when the season ends? It's right there, my friends. Right there in the bottom of that bit. So the season ends in 13 days for the Boom Pass. Not super obvious, maybe. Regardless, get that Boom Pass rockin' and rollin'. If you have those locks in there, you do not have the premium tier, but the premium tier is debatable. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm Zedmont. Keep those upgrades going. Thanks for coming in. Peace.